Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Soul Food Sundays. My name is Keita. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. For all of my day ones, thank you for joining me. I'm so grateful to you guys and the love and support that you provide as I just do what I am divinely told, honey. I hope you guys have had an awesome week. Although I sound a little down in the dumps, I'm actually dynamic. I just woke up from a nap and doctoring up a can of soup. Got me a big mason jar of butterfly pea tea with lemon and agave, and I'm good. I'm a lot better than I sound. But I was thinking while I'm preparing my soup, all doctored up, some lentil soup with spinach, minced garlic, and truffle salt. Can't nobody doctor up a can of soup like me, honey. I'm gonna make it do what it do. Cause one thing for certain, two things for sure, I'm not finna get in there and cook shit tonight. I figure let me go ahead and bring forth a message for the collective for Soul Food Sundays. I was missing y'all. So here I am, and I'm going to be doing a reading from the Mystical Healing reading cards. And also, I've been really wanting to pull from the Arcana of Astrology deck today. But when I set out to go to the park earlier, I changed my mind because I had gotten all of a sudden really drowsy. So instead of doing a personal check-in with the Arcana of Astrology cards, I'm going to be doing a collective check-in because, as we know, there's a lot going on in the cosmos. February has just not been bullshitting, period. Like this 2 energy, yo, the momentum of it ain't been no joke. Like shit really been moving and shaking. And we are in the the midst of a full moon in Leo, which is all about popping out. Ain't shit humble or meek and mild about that Leo energy. Like that Leo energy is gonna show up and stunt, and if you got Leo anywhere in your chart, you're definitely being, that area of your life is definitely being affected. So like if your sun sign is in Leo, your personality is shining bright with this full moon in Leo energy's influence. If your Venus is in Leo, then you're seeing that royal king, queen Leo energy as it relates to your love life or your relationships with others. If your Mercury is in Leo, you stepping up boldly, speaking, communicating more like a Leo. But we have to keep in mind that it is a full moon in Leo and not a new moon. And so there's naturally some releasing taking place as well. Some releasing and some like brand new, fresh, bright light shining on some things that have been lurking in the darkness, needing to be revealed or released with that full moon energy. Because you think about it, when there's a full moon, the moon is at its brightest, it's its fullest, the energy is its most potent. You know what I'm saying? And so with all of that in mind, we're going to pull from the Arcana of Astrology, like I said, and we're going to also pull from Mystical Healing reading cards to see what the collective energy is like at this time. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we come to you with the utmost gratitude, and we thank you for your love, your light, and your grace upon us, dear God. We thank you for the journey. We thank you for providing the resources, the knowledge, and the wisdom to strive and not just to strive and thrive, and not just to struggle not just to show up and do the mediocre menial things in this life, but to shine in that Leo energy and to thrive as you created us to, as creative expressions of your light, dear God. God, we thank you for the message that is coming forward for us. We love you, and we just say Thank you. Thank you, God. Amen. Spirit, what message do you have for the collect? Got two of them. Mars. And we got like a Mars and Venus conjunction right now. We got some Mars influence and we got some Jupiter influence. Now, I'm not all that familiar with the energy of Jupiter, which now that's making me want to look into it. But I know that that Mars energy speaks to our levels of, or our approach to aggression. Also can speak to our how we would show up in war or when we are in conflict. And so I'm interested to look further into what this message is telling us with this blood red energy of Mars. And then there's a tranquil, colorful energy here, like a sunset or sunrise with this Jupiter energy that's coming forth. And top of the deck, Leo showing up to the party in reverse. I'm gonna turn it up just for the sake of the optics. But Leo in reverse, what that's telling me is there are some Leo traits that we're needing to embrace more. And this energy, this full moon in Leo energy that we're in the midst of is gonna bring out what it takes for us to step forth in that energy, step forward in our majesty, in our reward, in our royalty, to show up to whatever situation, hop out the bed every day feeling more like kings and queens of all that we survey. That's dope, y'all. I can't wait to see what else is coming forth for us. And so at the bottom of the deck is Hygeia. And I am going to be sharing the messages from each of these cards. Now this Leo energy, as you can see, is bold, it's bright. It's a picture of the constellation of Leo. Like I said, ain't shit dull about Leo. You got that passionate, loving pink energy kind of moving into red and orange colors, then segueing into like yellow and gold. Yo, that's all that root chakra, heart chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra energy, because it's the journey through reaching your confidence with this solar plexus energy. The solar plexus is all about stepping confidently into who you were created to be and to do what you were created to do. This Hygeia, it really looks like the image of the moon that we see in terms of the color, because it's like gray, groundy energy. It looks kind of like a mixture of sand and snow, kind of. And so we're going to explore that energy. And just the fact that the card before that is Chiron, here with this blue energy, yeah, there's some healing taking place. And that is why I'm being led to pull I was being led to pull from this mystical healing reading card. So yeah, we about to get it in. So we're gonna start with Mars as soon as I find the commentary in the book on it. So Mars is known as the leader, stepping into our leadership with confidence, yo. It's a fire element in the first house ruled by Aries. Child, I told y'all I'd be out here telling my business, y'all. The symbols for Mars are the woodpecker, wolf, which I've been seeing a lot of wolf symbolism and energy, the spear, laurel, and the color red. Mars is the divine masculine and the ruler of fiery Aries, which makes him the opposing force of gentle Venus. While she prefers to lie back and receive her subjects, he has a more outward energy and thrives on conquering everything in his path. As he is the planet of war, our Mars placement is where our determination and capacity to thrive in difficult situations lives. Didn't I just say that in the prayer? just thankful for our capacity to thrive in this energy, yo, because it's been so much going on. If we did not have the capacity to thrive, that would mean we just sitting and suffering. You know what I'm saying? So it says our endurance, the energy we expend to get things done, and the ability to reach the goals of our ego, our sun sign, are ruled by Mars. Having a temper and potential for aggression is a lifelong struggle for people with a strong Martian influence, and learning to channel this energy into something productive will get them further in life. People who lack that fiery energy have to work at being assertive and not let people walk all over them. Yo, this speaks so much to having boundaries. So if your lack of being able to set boundaries in your life is where that whole confidence issue is lying, where we have this Leo energy in reverse, those type of situations are going to be coming up for you so that you can strengthen that muscle, so that you can learn how to have stronger boundaries, and or cultivate the confidence in order to have stronger boundaries and to voice what your boundaries are. One thing I know about setting boundaries is once you get over the hurdle of being able to identify what boundary needs to be set and who with, then you got to have that conversation or wherever or whatever way you deliver that message of what your boundary is. But I think the hardest part is to stick to it and hold people to and yourself to what that boundary is. So you just can't be out here setting boundaries for shits and giggles. You got to make sure that you uphold your boundaries. People are not going to respect your boundaries if you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you got a no shoes in your house rule, but you keep letting people in your house with shoes on and you mad because they wearing shoes in your house, shit, you let them. It's your house. That's your boundary. What is the consequence for wearing shoes in your house? If you don't uphold it, don't expect them to. It's your house. It is of value, utmost value to you, not them. So understand that it is your responsibility to cultivate the confidence to let that Mars energy kick in and uphold your boundaries. So it says the appearance of Mars can mean, God damn it, you need to be more confident in a situation. If you've been sitting on the sidelines watching everyone else get the things you want, now is the time to step up. We know that being overly pushy and combative is damaging, but being a spectator in your own life is just as bad. Put on a brave face, even if inside you are terrified. Strength comes in many different forms. Mars can also mean we are suffering from tunnel vision. Putting all your focus into one thing isn't healthy. Whether it's a romantic partner, your career, or a hobby, letting your other commitments fall by the wayside damages them in the long run. If you need to push to physically start something, the red planet can give you a boost of energy, but be sure to actually follow through on what you begin. That's exactly what I was saying, even with the boundaries. You got to follow through, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put it out there, then you got to follow that thing through to the end. If you tell a motherfucker, hey, if you late to work one more time, I'm going to have to let you go, you're going to have to let them go. Especially if you've already given the grace that you have the capacity to give in that situation. So the keywords for Mars are aggression, divine masculine, bravery, force, energy, temper, and assertion. Yo, we still talking about this divine masculine energy, courage, and confidence. We still talk about the man holding the damn heart on this episode of As the World Turns General Hospital, All My Children. My Lord. So we're going to see what Jupiter talking about, because they came out together, and Jupiter represents the philosopher, also a fire element. Yo, shit finna get real fiery. And what did I say? I've been getting messages about an initiation by fire. Y'all be on the lookout for an episode of Leftovers on this episode of Soul Food Sundays, because we're going to explore that initiation by fire energy, because some things are about to be burned away, but it's going to be for your good. This is a Sagittarius energy that rules the ninth house, and the symbols for Jupiter are amethyst, books, charms, paper, notebooks, ink, pens, and coins. Y'all make sure y'all journaling throughout this experience as we are navigating this full moon in Leo energy and this initiation by fire that is coming up. Some of you may already be experiencing it, and work with your amethyst because you're needing to use your intuition. If you're not familiar with what amethyst is, it's a purple crystal that is really good for working with your third eye and tapping into your intuition. So it says in astrology, the largest and second to last of the inner planets in astrology is Jupiter. His sheer mass and frequency is rivaled only by the sun. And with this, he brings luck and good fortune. He expands everything he touches. So when aspected well in your birth chart, you can feel very blessed. Even in a more difficult house, Jupiter is still a positive influence in that area and can teach us to find the silver linings, though it may feel that other people have it easier at times. That really speaks to that initiation by fire energy, because the message that was coming through for me, like I just said, was you'll be able to see the silver lining in whatever that is being burned away passionately. Like when passion comes into play, whatever draws you to be passionate. And there's a lot of fire energy. So y'all be mindful of your conflicts with people, your 5 of Wands energy, your arguments and whatnot, because pick and choose your battles. What you gonna show up ready to defend, and what you just gonna be willing to be like, fuck it, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a real need to pick and choose your battles. But if you feel that you need to stand aggressively in this situation, whatever's coming up, stand 10 toes down and be unwavering and be confident about it. So it says, our search for philosophical meaning and a higher power is Jupiter's domain. Whether this search is done through religion or science doesn't matter to him. He just wants us to be passionate about the process. That's what I just said. Stand 10 toes down. Whatever your philosophy is on whatever that situation is that you're being confronted with, stand 10 toes down on it. Be passionate about the process. Like a good mentor, Jupiter encourages us to take risks, but he can easily slip into the overzealous. Too much of a good thing can have consequences. An example of this is when he's transiting our second house. Our income may increase, but we also may spend too much of that money on material items. A change in luck is coming your way, and nothing can slow it down. If you've been going through difficulties, this relief can feel like it arrived in the nick of time. The faith in the idea that we do deserve good things can be a powerful manifestation tool. Y'all, this is an awesome time to do your 55 fives. If you don't know what a 55-5 is, that's affirming yourself in your journal, writing it down. 55 times for 5 days, over and over. You know how like the teacher used to punish you by making you write the same sentence over and over 100 times, or writing on the board or whatever? No, this is a manifestation tool. And so there's tons of YouTube videos and blogs out there about it. But whatever you do to manifest, this is telling us with Jupiter showing up in this reading that it is a good time to do so, because Jupiter represents a change in luck that is coming your way. So it says you're becoming a better version of yourself, and positivity is radiating off of you. Sharing this energy with others fosters discussion and the interpersonal connection that we all need. Jupiter takes your ideas and makes them bigger and better. Just don't become so rigid in your beliefs that you leave no room for critical thinking. Expanding knowledge requires questioning things, and we are not exempt from that practice. Yo, me and my boo was just talking about how one of the detriments of our culture is that we have been taught not to question things, yo. And that has kept us in bondage. Question every fucking thing should you need to get a better understanding and get to a point where you finally land with something that you resonate with. That's why you're needing to work with the amethyst, because you're needing to use your intuition as you are questioning things that are coming up for you, and whether or not they work for you, whether or not they're in alignment with where you're being led. So I am going to, we are already familiar with this Leo energy. I'm going to tap into this Hygeia energy. And then I'm going to pull one card from the Mystical Healing Reading card. Hygeia is an asteroid. And it is known as the Purifier. What the fuck did I say? Initiation by fire. The shit getting purified. But instead of through your emotion, it's going to be your passions that are being used to help you purify and release those things in your life that need to go. So you can show up in this here bright, beautiful, royal, majestic Leo energy. So the symbols for Hygeia are healing herbs, brooms, snakes, lemons, and incense. So you may want to try when you're taking your bath at night after you've washed with your soap or whatever, rub your body with a fresh lemon to help cleanse and clear and purify your energy in alignment with this Hygeia energy. It says in some mythology, Hygeia is the daughter of Asclepius, the god of medicine, and she took after him. Her focus is on the cleanliness aspect of health, which is where she gets her name, derived from hygiene. Yo, I so want to take an etymology class. I love finding out like the origin of words. But since she's treated as a minor goddess, drawing a parallel to how we treat our bodies. We only pay attention when they stop working, right? In astrology, this asteroid is the ultimate proponent of health. She rules over our health issues, eating habits, exercise, and how we interact with our environment. She gives us a nudge when we are neglecting our most important body part, our brain. Mental health is often neglected and simultaneously stigmatized, and this upsets Hygeia a great deal. We're needing to prioritize our mental health. What makes you feel safe, at peace, like I said, what resonates with you, what requires the least amount of resistance and gives you serenity. Those are the type of things that we are needing to prioritize with this energy. It says Hygeia's appearance means it's time to do a spring cleaning of your mind, body, and physical space. A change in attitude is necessary in regard to health and fitness. We can only run on empty for so long before we are struck down with an illness. If you've been dealing with health issues, Hygeia can symbolize your search for help. If holistic approaches haven't been working, then it might be time to look into traditional medicine and vice versa. Consult your health practitioners and see what solutions you can brainstorm together. Like all elements in astrology, she has the potential to go overboard and become a hypochondriac or cause us much more harm than good. If you're struggling with something health-related, take a look at her placement in your chart to get a fresh viewpoint. And her keywords are healing, cleaning, hygiene, and medicine. So when it comes to hygiene, you absolutely want to take care of your spiritual and energetic hygiene, and maybe consider what I said about that lemon scrub in the tub to cleanse your energy. Y'all, this is a dope ass reading. It's getting closer to that getting us closer to that Lemuria returns energy that we talked about. Those better days are coming, energies that are coming in for us. But this is the work that is needing to be done. So Spirit, speak to the healing that is taking place in this reading. And I love how this red energy of the Mars card is requiring us to be more aggressive about how we get toward this peaceful, peachy, sea blue energy in the Jupiter card. Like, that's that Lemuria energy right there. Oh, one card, praise God. Recognize divine timing. Yo, bottom of the deck. It's a yes. Number 17, break it down to an 8, representing abundance. It's a yes for me. It's a yes on everything this reader has told us to do, yo. You got to prioritize your peace. You got to prioritize what makes you happy. You got to make sure not to drink the Kool-Aid. Y'all check out that 2-portal reading that I did, because all of this shit is in conjunction. And number 32 breaking down to a 5, which represents change that might come with some conflict, but fuck it. Take positive action at the top of the deck. And yo, she in the tub with a red fucking flag. I can't, yo. Is that a flag? It looked like it. Take positive action, yo. It's some changes needing to be made to improve the peace in your life. You needing to step out on faith and do something, because as this says here, recognize divine time and represented by the number 24, breaking down to a 6. 6 represent home, family, love, relationship. Yo, it's time to bust some moves. It's time to do something different, and it's divine time. It's divinely led. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a matter of what you want to do, but it's the right time for it. Y'all, I ain't even got to read the meaning of this. It's a yes for me. That's the title of the reading. It's a yes. Do what you need to do to step further into this Leo energy. Explore your Mars energy so you can get to this Jupiter energy, because Jupiter is saying it is time for you to be rewarded for the work that you've been putting in. It's a yes, but it's requiring that you step into this confidence of this Leo full moon energy and purify. Hygeia is calling you to do the work to purify and clear away any obstacles in your way. So I hope this message found you all well. If it didn't find you well, man, I hope something I said leaves you well. And with that being said, y'all, peace.